All right, now in this example, we're going to be converting the Hindu-Arabic numeral 12,984 from our number system into the Roman number system. Now, something I need to point out right away, notice I went ahead and wrote the chart down here for the Roman numerals and what their values are. And I also put this little rule here, and what this means is if you go from a smaller numeral to a bigger number, a bigger numeral, excuse me, that means subtraction. So if I go from the symbol for 1 to the symbol for 5, this would actually be 5 minus 1 for 4. But if I go down in value from one symbol to the next, or I just stay the same, then I just add them together. So IV would be 4, but VI would be 6. And VII would be 5 plus 2, which is 7. Now, we're going to try to convert this number, and I notice that what I've got here is 12,984. And you may be thinking, why did I keep these together? Why didn't I say 10,000 plus 2,000? Well, because notice that we don't have a symbol for 10,000 down here. The chart stops at 1,000. So I have to use these to write my place values. Okay. So 12 M's. No, because in the Roman system, you cannot have a symbol repeat more than 3 times. So, okay, maybe I could write it as some sort of subtraction. So, for example, if I wanted to write 900, that would be CM, because it'd be 1,000 minus 100. But this still doesn't help me, because that doesn't get me to 12,000. That gets me to 900. Not very helpful here. Well, I'm going to have to introduce a new symbol right here. The Romans would use a bar to represent times 1,000. So for example, if I wrote VI, but with a bar over it, this would be 6, because it's 5 plus 1, times 1,000, or in other words, 6,000. So as soon as you get beyond 3,000, right, because 3,000 would be M, 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 and that's okay. As soon as you get to 4,000 or bigger, you can't just write another symbol. You're not allowed to repeat more than 3 times. So 4,000, I'd have to say IV, because that's 4, times 1,000 for 4,000. Now, let's see how we could do this with this number right here, the 12,984. Well, it's bigger than 3,000, so how would I write just 12 in general? Well, I would start with X for 10, and then I would add 2. So that would be X, I. And that's fine because I haven't written a symbol more than 3 times, so this is okay. Now I don't want 12, I want 12,000. So I'll use the bar over it to represent that it's times 1,000. So this will be 12,000, and now I can carry on doing the rest of this pretty standard. So 900, well, I used that as an example, didn't I? I wouldn't write C 9 times, and I wouldn't write D, which is the value for 500, with 4 C's after it. 500 plus 400 would be 900, but again, you're not allowed to repeat a symbol more than 3 times. So it has to be 1,000 minus 100. That's the way you can get there without repeating a symbol too much. So CM for 900. Okay, now how could I write 80? Well, I've got a symbol for 50 right here. It's the L. And then I'm going to go 50, 60, 70, 80. So I'm going to add 10 3 times. So I'm right on the edge of comfortable here because that's the maximum number of symbols I'm allowed to write in a row. But it's okay. 3 is the max. I hit 3. As long as I don't do more than that, I'm okay. So far we've got 12,980, and I'm just going to end it off with 4. Well, again, I can't draw 4 of these I's here. That's not allowed. So I have to do 5 minus 1, IV, for 4. 12,000 plus 900 plus 80 plus 4. So that, let me just rewrite it, 12,984. And make sure to stay to Roman numerals and don't mix your number systems. This, with only Roman numerals, is the way the Romans would have written 12,984. And that is this example.